Get over here!
Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written on it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
A vuestro servicio estoy, penitente.
Okay, so let's see if this works out the way I hope it does. So, what I think I need to do, is there a way to... Yes, we can remove all of our altarpieces. So let's try this. First of all, we want the ones wearing the golden sashes. So let's go with Leveche and Gregal. And then down here, we want Cierzo and Jalok. I don't see anything that might be happening yet. Unless... No resonance or anything. Maybe I need to shift it around. Let's go with Jalok here. And let's go with Gregal down here. I'm not entirely sure how to go about this. So, first of all, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 26 of Let's Play Blasphemous 2. What I hope to be the final episode of this series, which has been going on for quite some time. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this, because it has been quite the endeavor going through this entire game. Now, I'm looking at a guide that my good patron and fan PA2 has given me. Okay, so for golden sash wearing altarpieces, which are those four, all four altarpieces so that they are facing one another. Oh, you know what? Okay, let me try this. Instead of putting them there, let's try putting Gregal here and Jalok here. No, I'm not seeing anything going on here. Do I need to put them... Oh. Oh, you need to put them down. I understand now. Okay, so what we gotta do is put them here. So let's put Leveche there. Gregal there. What about Cierzo? There we go. Okay, so Cierzo and Gregal are facing each other on this piece. And then here we go with Leveche and Jalok. There it is. Okay, so this is what the situation calls for. All four of these statue pieces are now gold, completely. This is the condition that is needed in order to get the true good ending of this game. Both of them, as a matter of fact. So, what I'm planning on doing today is we're going to fight the final boss twice. We're going to do it once with the good ending, and then the second time we're going to do it with a DLC ending. And that's going to involve equipping the prayer that we got from the Mea Culpa DLC. But while we're here, we might as well go ahead and increase the resonances here. So, since this one has Cierzo, where's Cierzo? There he is. Let's equip something from this display. So, let's see. Bishop slightly increases damage of prayers, which is good. Fervor increases damage of prayers. Fire, lightning. Okay. It looks like we want to equip the bishop. Yes. And that gives us Cierzo's favor. Gregal. What do we got here? Yeah, we're still missing a couple of altarpieces, it seems, but I'm going to get to explaining that in a moment. So, let's see. The aid increases stun chance when health is low. Grisanta converges Mercy of the Wind, the Mercy of the Wind ability into an almost instant movement. Oh, okay, so the dash, basically. The air dash. Automatically regenerates health. That actually might be pretty good. The Anointed One, increases Strength of Veredicto. Fervor cost of keeping the War Sensor alight, increases stun power, increases fervor generated from attacking enemies, damages enemies nearby after suffering an attack. Let's go with Cobijada Mayor. And that gives us Gregal's favor. We go down here to Jalok. Where's Jalok? There you are. We can have the family recovers a portion of recently lost life after attacking an enemy. Ooh, interesting. The Thirst increases damage dealt when bile flasks are depleted. Tirso increases damage inflicted when health is at its maximum. We got Trifon increases the damage inflicted when life is low. Nacimiento improves the effects of the bile. Ooh, that might be good, actually. Viridiana recovers health after an execution. The Demented One increases the duration of the Blood Pact, and the Punished One increases Rego al Alba's damage. I'm more of a defensive player, so let's go with Nacimiento. And that gives us Jalok's favor for Rego al Alba. Finally, we go to Leveche. And we got a few options here. We can go with the Dance. Allows you to perform an air recovery after being knocked back. The Sisters increases the damage of mid-air attacks with any weapon. The Veteran increases Sarmiento and Centella. The Pilgrim reduces Verdera Destrezas lost to 1 when hit. The Pillager reduces cooldown on dodging. The Partisan increases the window of time to perform a block. And the Maiden increases critical chance when striking with a weapon. I'm gonna go with the Maiden. And there's actually a double reason for this. I actually want the Maiden to break. Because according to what PA2 has told me, we need to bring this back to the guy who has the honey. And after breaking it a couple of times, and it'll apparently turn into a new altarpiece. So I think that's something I want to do while we are here.
El milagro os guarde, penitente.
Gracias, señora y hermana. Ahí nos vemos. So, our main goal today is the end game. We're gonna go for the final boss. But before we do, I want to go here. And I had, Mirabras of the Return to Port, equipped. What we need specifically, from what I'm to understand, where might it be? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is the one, right? Let me double check. No. Okay, hang on a sec. think I'm missing something here. Summons the presence of the Thorn Dame, which protects the penitent one from all evil for a short period. Okay, no, not the one I was thinking. Where's the one I was thinking? Oh, you know what? I think it might be the Quick Verse. I think? Yes, the Quick Verse, Prayer of the Penitent One. That's the one we needed to have equipped in order to get the DLC ending. So we're going to switch that for now. And I think the one I want... I think the one I want is probably going to be, Bleeding Miracle. Bleeding Miracle is reliable. And that one, should be, good for a general purpose use. As for our, main chant, I think we're gonna go with Debla of the Lights. This thing is just very powerful. So, that's our game plan for the end. Now then. I need to double check. So yeah, you'll see that I have a bunch of markers on the map. That's also because I just there's just so much there's so many things I had to keep track of when trying to get everything that we could have. So, I am doing just a quick double check of the rest of the map here. While I am doing so, I just want to say, first of all, once again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this series, which I've been very, very happy to do. Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2 have easily, like, risen to be some of my favorite games in recent memory. I am definitely looking forward to playing through these games again. Probably on my own time. I know the first game had the DLC, which had, like, a New Game Plus feature, which I'm looking forward to trying out. But other than that, like, this has just been a real blast of a series to play through. And I'm a little sad to see it go, because, like, there's not really much else for me to do in terms of, trying to, like, do more with the game in terms of the series, especially considering that I've been kind of, you know, having fun talking about my religion, my faith, my devotion to how I feel about God and heaven and, like, you know, my relationship with the world therein. Obviously take that for what you will. Not everyone is going to have the same belief system, but I was really, really pleased with how a lot of people, saw or took the whole spiel of, me talking about my religion, my faith, and, like, how I may use that to relate to the world and everything. And I was actually really, really, like, pleased to see how many people were basically just willing to hear me out, on the channel, despite maybe not exactly sharing the same beliefs. Like, some of you guys down in the comments and everything were actually very, very perceptive of it all. Now then, yeah, you, dude. I'm not entirely sure how we have to break this. I'm wondering if maybe we have to, just kind of, like, get hit by enemies or something, perhaps? I'm actually gonna switch back to Rego al Alba, for this one. I'm not entirely sure if, like, we have to, like, get hit, like, a certain amount of times for this thing to break. One thing we could do is try to, like, fight the, final boss and get the first good ending. That's my thought. Because I'm not entirely sure what the conditions are for me to, like, break this thing. So I'm willing to go for the, first, for, like, the boss fight and go from there. Now, the question is, I don't have the item that you need in order to get the, I don't have the item that is required in order to get the good ending yet. There's still one more step that is required for me to get it. So I'm actually kind of wondering if I should just go for the final boss first, and then, like, try it again once I do get the item. Do you want to do that? We're here for an hour, and, like, I pretty much did everything that I wanted to do in this game, so you know what? Let's do it. So, I am going to travel all the way up here. Now, as for the other two altar pieces that I have yet to get, yeah, so, like, the room that we need to go to is down here. But I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna fight the final boss once, and then once with the, we'll get the bad ending. And then once we go back and get the piece we need for the good ending, and then one more time with the DLC ending. I think that's what we're gonna do. And as for the missing two altar pieces that I still have yet to get, I'm willing to put this game to bed without getting them, because I am still kind of at a loss as to where the hell I'm supposed to get those. But who knows? Maybe, like, I'll run into them by accident as we go through this endeavor, so this is pretty much everything I need, right? Like, I think I'm good with the altar pieces. I'm good with my prayers. I'm good with my beads as well. I altered up my beads a little bit in order to be completely defensive and more akin to what I need in order to be able to do combat stuff. Now then, let's do this. Your expiation awaits. high.
Voluntad superior. Padres incorpóreos e inescrutables. Soy el heredero de vuestra luz. La devoción misma, encarnada en piel y dorada filigrana. Vuestra obra magna. ¿Por qué? Pese a ser coronado con vuestra gloria. ¿Qué es esta oscura tiniebla de clamores sin respuesta que me impide conocer el propósito de mi nacimiento? Son las mismas nubes granate que anunciaron mi bienvenida, el grave presagio de vuestra contestación. Si este enfrentamiento es prueba de la dignidad de vuestra gloria, que así sea.
Incarnate devotion. Ah, I see. Can I? Oh, I can knock those away. Oh, I think I need to actually, like, destroy them. Well, it's good to know that I can destroy those, but it looks like I may need to destroy them quickly, maybe? Oh yeah, I think so. There we go. Okay, can't dodge that. That's okay. Go in between the rain. Okay. Ugh. Oh, I got it off. Okay. Okay, I need to use that. Yes. Ah! Okay, so far so good. This is proving not to be too difficult, but I've been struck by my own hubris before. Ah, okay. Okay, thank you, Shockwave from Rega. Yeah, even after all this time, Rega al Alba is still my favorite weapon in this game. Honestly, like, I might actually even prefer it over Mea Culpa. Good. Ah, okay. Don't get careless. Don't get careless. Good. Ooh, that worked. Okay, got a little careless there. There we go. Ooh, okay, careful. Okay, there's no way that's it, right? Defeat the devotion incarnate, the last child of the miracle. Is that really it?
Ahora lo comprendo. Y por ello, os doy gracias. Este dolor es mi sacramento bautismal, que nos reunirá en comunión para consumarlo, en el que naceremos como un nuevo símbolo encarnado, colmado de devociones. El comienzo de una nueva era para el milagro. El segundo salmo.
Oh yeah, that definitely feels like a bad ending. So basically, things cycle. And a new miracle begins in spite of everything we've done. Well, that was appropriately disappointing, if I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a very easy final boss. But we're not done, are we? That was only ending B. So, I'm assuming we can go ahead and skip this? Yeah, that's just gonna take a true torment mode unlocked. But, what we want to do, ascend. Ascend your save data goes to true torment mode. You will keep all items obtained, weapons and upgrades from your previous playthrough, excluding abilities and quest items. In this mode, enemies will be more dangerous and a mysterious altar will appear at the start of the game, enabling you to make the path forward substantially more difficult. You must choose a slot where your true torment game will be saved. Okay, we're going to cancel that, and instead, we're going to continue. Because we're back here. So, let's do this proper now. So if we travel between Predieu, and we go down here to the elevated temples. Yeah, no joke. That was a very easy final boss. So I'm hoping things get a little bit more interesting after this. Because now that we have... I'm just going to double check here. We have everything equipped properly, right? We do. Yes! We unlock this door. What do we have here? Incense of the Envoys. They're destroyed. And hey, the Maiden's broken too. Incense of the Envoys. The charred remains of the figures of the 4 envoys, salvaged from the embers. The ashes shall mark as worthy the skin of the one who performs the ultimate sacrifice, thus returning to the heavens. And we 4 shall descend, waving our immaculate canvases in the fine wind, and our blessing will be thine. The great grace will then bestow upon thee the ultimate forgiveness, for our mere presence means absolution. And that is but the last step to walk in the way of penitence. We got it. This is the last piece we need for the true good ending. Reveal the entire map, including new areas. Okay, so yeah, we have revealed the entire map now. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and see. Yup, there it is. The good old 100% revelation of the entire map. So now, it's a matter of finishing this. Now, let me actually take a look at my altars, because now that we have these burnt figures, we still don't have these, missing 2 pieces. I'm still curious as to what they are. Someone in the comments can go ahead and let me know about that one. But I think what we want to do now, first of all, let's go back to, where are you? Yeah, let's go back to Choir of Thorns. And let's get that one piece repaired real quick. The Maiden specifically, because I think we're going to keep that one. Yeah, you're looking a little worse for the wear there, pal.
Las abejas del milagro avanzan, criando más oquedades en este recipiente de miel que ahora es mi cuerpo. No se aflija vuestro espíritu. La miel enmendará todo deterioro sufrido a mi regalo.
The maiden has been repaired again.
Tomad y contemplad su restaurado esplendor.
Oh wow, it's looking even more broken than before. So, I'm going to assume that the burnt figures can be unequipped now. And that means we're gonna have to go back to the hub and get those replaced. I'm willing to do that at the very least before we take on the final boss again. The question is, how much is going to change now that, how much is going to change now that we have that one quest item? Let's go and check it out. While I'm doing this, I just want to say, first of all, well, I've said it before, but the other thing I just want to say is, what's going to be going on after I'm done with this playthrough? Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, first of all, once again, Happy New Year to all of y'all. 2020, this is going to be, the only episode that ever, airs in 2026. And let me tell y'all, this year has already, like, we're only in January and I feel like Peter Griffin. Like, who the hell starts a conversation like this? We just sat down! Because, oh my god, so much happened all at once. With, how things panned out in January. Like, first weekend, I'm already, like, super freaking tired of it all. Before we continue, hang on a sec. Let's go with the Woman of the Stolen Face for this. So that gives us, yeah, that gives us Cierzo's favor. Cobijada Mayor, is right over here. Let's go with... let's go with the scribe to increase fervor, because I am using prayers a lot. Okay, so Nacimiento. Oh yeah, there they are. Damn. Okay, so Nacimiento is, what does he look like again? Okay, I see. Where's Nacimiento? There he is. So let's go with increases the damage inflicted when life is low. Recovers health after an execution. Recovers a portion of health recently lost after attacking an enemy. Increases health at maximum. I'm using Ruego al Alba mainly, so let's go with the punished one. And finally, with the Maiden. Where's the Maiden? There you are. Increase the window of time to perform a block. Dodge and cooldown. Verdadera destreza. Sarmiento centella. Mid-air options. And air recovery. Let's go with the sisters for the mid-air attack options. We might as well. And that gives us the resonances for... Oh, no, it doesn't. Does that not give us the resonance needed here? Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? We might need this one for the resonance. What happens if we replace the Maiden? Yeah, no, I'm not getting the resonance for that one. Unless I did this wrong. Either way, we want the Maiden equipped. Oh, there's Leveche's favor. Huh, I wonder what was different. Either way, I think this is the setup we want for now. Yeah, let's stick with the Maiden, and the second time we fight the boss should cause it to break one last time. So, now that we have the quest item, let's go for ending A. And that involves not equipping the Penitent One's prayer. So, let's do this. Round 2, baby. Your expiation awaits. We ascend once more. Do you want to give incense of the envoys? Yes. So what's going to change here? Hello again.
Voluntad superior. Padres incorpóreos e inescrutables. Soy el heredero de vuestra luz. La devoción misma, encarnada en piel y dorada filigrana. Vuestra obra magna. ¿Por qué? Pese a ser coronado con vuestra gloria, censuráis mi presencia junto a vosotros. ¿Qué es esta oscura tiniebla de clamores sin respuesta que me impide conocer el propósito de mi nacimiento? Son las mismas nubes granate que anunciaron mi bienvenida, el grave presagio de vuestra contestación. Si este enfrentamiento es prueba de la dignidad de vuestra gloria, que así sea.
Round 2. Here we go. Alright, same strategy as before. I understand your patterns now. Yep, we're doing this again. Man, I am so glad I can knock those fireballs away. Alright, you're doing this. You know what, since I'm doing so well, how do you do this again? I gotta remember how to activate, Blood Pact. Can you tell it's been a little while since I played this game? Ah, okay, I need to land. Frick. Might as well take the flask now. I'm gonna get hit by that. That's fine. That's fine. We're doing good so far. Ah. All right. Oh, I can't believe that worked. Nope. How do I activate this again? Wow, I'm surprised that worked. Okay. Ah! Okay, that was bad. Once again, easy. So what happens now? Summa Blasphemia once again. But the difference being...
A mis ruegos respondéis con dolor. Dolor en la carne, mas vuestra misma carne soy. Dolor en el corazón, mas vuestro mismo corazón tengo. Vuestro legado no es otro que mi castigo. Y yo moriré. Moriré reconciliado con el misterio de haber nacido.
La devoción de tantos se hizo carne y sintió dolor. Esa aflicción llega a su fin, pues el icono cae y con él los designios y la caprichosa voluntad del milagro. Y vos ascenderéis en cuerpo y alma, atravesando reinos soñados, hasta el más santo de los lugares, cuna de todas las bendiciones, al amparo de nuestras miradas, donde quedaréis plasmado en el lienzo de la luz y el tiempo. La penitencia ha terminado.
So rather than the miracle repeating, you ascend to the heavens and you basically become a martyr for the miracle's end. Damn. It was also just really cool seeing the images of like some of the people and some of the bosses that you fought in the past. That was really cool. So I'm wondering if there's anything after the credits here. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, as much as I like this game, I love this game to death, that final boss is kind of disappointing to me, I'm not gonna lie. It's easy. Like, I was expecting something like crazy, because like, I'm thinking back to the bosses that we fought previously, and straight up, I think my favorite boss in this entire game is Asterion. Wow. I am quite astonished. I don't know, maybe it's because, like, I equipped the right stuff, but no, that final boss was pretty darn easy, if I'm being real with you. Now, there is still one last bit of business that we need to take care of, and that is the DLC ending, and that involves us equipping the Prayer of the Penitent One. So far, though, like, I am going to say this. This game is, like, in the grand scheme of things, fantastic. I guess I'm just a little bit disappointed by this, like, final boss. I was expecting something a little more, I don't know, challenging? Say that what you will of me, but, like, I don't know. I'm a guy who craves challenge, so, I don't know. I guess I expected a little more out of our, like, final boss, you know what I mean? I'm actually gonna go ahead and skip. Like, we can go through the credits one last time. Oh. What was that? That was different. So, before we continue, let me check my things again. Yes, it is broken one more time. So, let us go back and repair that one final time. Yeah, I'm a little bit impressed, honestly. Like, not so much impressed, but rather, like, just... I was expecting more out of that final boss, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of hoping that this changes. Oh my god.
Pronto seré uno con esta milagrosa miel. Será entonces cuando mi alma tornará por siempre dulce y dorada. No se aflija vuestro espíritu. La miel enmendará todo deterioro sufrido a mi regalo.
The unwavering one.
Tomad la figura y contemplad su inmejorable y deslumbrante fulgor dorado. Pronto seré uno con esta milagrosa miel. Será entonces.
Okay, he says the same thing. So, let's leave, and what happens when we come back in there? Is he gone? He's gone. And, yeah, the unwavering one. Increases the critical chance of striking with a weapon. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, the only things left are those two missing ones, but, like, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I have zero clue where to find them. But I think at this point, I am perfectly content with where we are. So, our last order of business. We're gonna head back to the final boss, and we're gonna defeat him one more time. What's going to change? We shall see. I will say, like, compared to the first game, like, this game is already pretty, like, Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2 are already pretty obscure when it comes to how you're supposed to handle everything. This game's obscurity is, like, amped up if you ask me, but that's just my personal opinion. Now then, before we get in there, we have one last thing we need to do. And I believe it involves, yes, here. We need to equip the Prayer of the Penitent one. So I'm just gonna take a real quick look at my notes here. Yada yada yada. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, so. In order to get the final ending. So yeah, we have the altar pieces and we got the item. So, use the item and have the prayer equipped. The Prayer of the Penitent one. So, this is what we need to do. Let's do this one final time. Your expiation awaits. We are ascending with the incense of the envoys. Hello again. Again.
Voluntad superior. Padres incorpóreos e inescrutables. Soy el heredero de vuestra luz. La devoción misma, encarnada en piel y dorada filigrana. Vuestra obra magna. ¿Por qué? Pese a ser coronado con vuestra gloria, censuráis mi presencia junto a vosotros. ¿Qué es esta oscura tiniebla de clamores sin respuesta que me impide conocer el propósito de mi nacimiento? Son las mismas nubes granate que anunciaron mi bienvenida, el grave presagio de vuestra contestación. Si este enfrentamiento es prueba de la dignidad de vuestra gloria, que así sea.
And let's do this proper. We're doing this with... hang on. If I can do it properly. We're doing this with mea culpa. Alright. Here we go. Ah, okay, that didn't work. Okay. Yeah, let's use the prayer while we're at it, because something tells me I have to at least maybe do some damage with it first in order to be able to do this properly. Let's just keep at it. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can use a prayer to destroy those flowers. Okay, good. Ah. Okay, let's not get careless. And you're... I want to finish him off with the prayer, but like I'm out of vigor. So I'm going to wait for the flowers to spawn. Oh, do the flowers not give me any vigor? I guess not. Well, I suppose that's it then. So with the prayer of the penitent one, what changes this time?
A mis ruegos respondéis con dolor. Dolor en la carne, mas vuestra misma carne soy. Dolor en el corazón, mas vuestro mismo corazón tengo. Vuestro legado no es otro que mi castigo. Y yo moriré. Moriré reconciliado con el misterio de haber nacido.
Oh. So his absolution is finished. But he continues to live? Wow. At least that's what I'm getting from this ending. How about that? And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Blasphemous 2. And I think I deserve a pat on the back here for having gone through that whole gauntlet. Now, again, we're missing those last 2 altar pieces, and perhaps some of the marks of martyrdom for the other things that went on in this game. But I think I am satisfied with everything that has transpired in this game, and I am ready to put this to bed. 2026 is upon us, the end of another year, and with another end comes new beginnings. And it looks like a new beginning for the penitent one as well. So, very, very nice. Once again, a little disappointed with that final boss. I think it could have been a little more challenging, but in the grand scheme of things, I can't complain too much. All in all, Blasphemous 2 was a fantastic game. I enjoyed my time with this, despite how long it took me to actually get through it for you guys. Once again, thank you guys so much for your patience on that. I'm going to say, I think I kind of like the first game a little more. There's a lot going on with Blasphemous 2, and again, all of it is fantastic. But I think I kind of have a soft spot for the purity and the simplicity of the first game. All things said and all things considered. Still, all in all, I am very, very satisfied. Very, very, happy with everything that has transpired. And thank you guys for joining me on this adventure and for commenting, voicing your opinions, and interacting with me throughout this entire endeavor. I'm very, very satisfied with this game. So, with this, kind of brings up an interesting and a bit of a poignant topic that I want to address before we finally put this to bed. And that is the aspect of things ending and new things beginning. All in all, I am glad to say that with 2026 upon us, I'm actually making a lot of decisions about my life that I'm hoping, God blessing, God willing, that they pan out. I've been considering changes to my career, changes to how I run things on YouTube, and just changes to my life. Because I'm doing my best to try and take care of myself and, do things to hopefully be able to improve things. And I'm going to say right now, I pray to God that He guides me throughout my endeavors to improve my own life, improve myself, improve my relationships with the people I love, as well as improve things for you guys. Because I do want to improve my channel and be able to do things better, do more, and be able to make myself happy along the way. It's not easy, but nothing worth doing ever is. And needless to say, things going on with the state of the world and everything, it's not easy to go through. But with God's blessing, with my own blessing, allowing myself to go through these things, I know at the very least, I have great faith at the very least, that I myself have the belief that God is watching over us. And I'm going to say right now, God is omniscient. He knows what I think. So I can safely say right now that while I do have the utmost trust in God and, have full faith in Him, there are days when I want to ask Him, God, what the fuck are you doing while everything else is going to shit down here, you know what I mean? But that does not stop me from having faith. That does not stop me from having hope. That does not stop me from, at the very least, wanting better things for myself and willing to put in the work for it. And I think that's the crux. I've mentioned time and time again that despite whatever you may believe in, despite whatever you might, perceive in terms of your own faith, in terms of your own belief, whether it's God, whether it's in yourself, whether it's in, any other God, whether you believe in Allah, whether you believe in the earth, whether you believe in Mother Nature, Father Sky, or whatever else. The important thing, and this is coming from a Christian who believes in God, the important thing is not so much what you believe in or who you believe in, but rather what you do with that belief. And if the end result of your faith and your belief results in your own comfort, your own self-improvement, your own trials and tribulations to be able to make the best you that you can be, if that is the end result of what you believe in, who cares what it is? As long as that belief system or that faith is not resulting in the harm of someone else or the harm of your own. And as long as that belief, as long as the faith that you have within yourself and whatever else you have, whether it's friends, whether it's family, whether it's your own self, whether it's fictional characters, or whether it's some unknown entity that you can't even perceive. So long as you use that faith to better yourself and to understand the sheer concept of humanity, to be able to look at your fellow man and say, hey, you're just like me, I respect you, even if we may not disagree, even if we may not agree on everything, we can still coexist in this world. Then there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm hoping, come 2026, that I can use my faith and my belief in God to better reinforce my own faith in myself, in the people I love, and in humanity as a whole. God knows there are reasons to be upset. There are reasons to be angry. There are very, very many reasons to look at the world and be like, what in the actual fuck? Absolutely there is reason to be angry, and we should be. But that does not mean that you should lose faith. Whether that faith be in someone else, but more than anything, make sure that the faith that you do not lose is the one within yourself. That is the takeaway. I am very, very happy to have been able to share my beliefs, share my religion, share the wisdom that I can garner from this book right beside me, the Bible, the Holy Bible. I am willing to read this and garner from it what I perceive are valuable lessons that can be applied to anyone, whether you believe in God or not. As long as you have the respect to understand that not everyone is going to agree with the same things. That said, I think we can at least understand that the one thing we all should agree on is that we need to have the simple aspect of respect for each other. Respect, love, tolerance, more than anything else. Whatever you guys believe in, make sure that the one thing you believe in the most is in yourself. And to be the best you that you can be. And with that, thank you everyone for joining me for Let's Play Blasphemous 2. Mi Padre Dios en el cielo, gracias por esta oportunidad. Aquí estoy orando a ti para decirte que te amo, tengo la fe, tengo la confianza de creer en ti. Y entiendo que todo no puede ser fácil. Vamos a tener dificultades en este mundo. Vamos a tener todas las pruebas que usted nos bendice con nosotros. Para hacer lo mejor que podemos. Al fin del día, tenemos la fe. Y yo tengo la fe a la gente que está viendo y me está escuchando ahorita. Que tenemos la fuerza y la sentitud de hacer lo que tenemos que hacer para hacer lo mejor que podemos. Tenemos la confianza, Dios. Y sabemos que usted está viendo a nosotros ahorita. Y lo único que te pido es la seguridad, la fuerza, la paciencia para vivir en este mundo y hacerlo lo mejor que podemos hacer. Si no para lo demás, pero al menos para nosotros. En el nombre de Jesús, amén. God bless you all. See you next time.